When you're doing the road to Hana, there are several caves that you can visit. If you're driving from Kahului towards Hana, then the first cave you'll encounter is at Twin Falls. The second is a little cave along the road. I'll make a note of where that is. The third cave is at Waianapanapa State Park, where the black sand beach is, and this you need a reservation for, and the cave is quite small, but there is one there. Finally, there is the Hana lava tube, also known as the Ka'eleku cave. This one is a paid cave that you can visit for $15 per person. So there are a few other caves along the road to Hana that are either on private property or they are no longer legal to visit, so I'm not going to mention those. Out of these 4 legal caves, the 2 most exciting to explore, in my opinion, are the free one along the road and the paid Hana lava tube. And in this video, I want to compare these 2 a little bit, and I want to tell you pros and cons of visiting each cave. Now, if you want to save money, then obviously you will want to visit the free cave and not the paid cave. But let me tell you a few benefits of visiting the paid one. One, there is a lot more to explore in this cave, and it is a lot bigger. Of course, there are cutoff areas that you could explore further if you wanted to break the law, but according to the owners, you can only go up to these points. The free cave, of course, you can go wherever you want, but there's a lot less areas to explore, and it might not be as safe. Although it did seem quite safe when we went, except when Isaac hit his head on the sharp rocks. But that can happen in the paid cave too. Another thing to note is that there are signs on the paid cave telling you not to pee inside. While this may seem like a very logical thing not to do, the free cave is... That's a pee-pee cave.
It is. Smells like pee-pee.
Clearly often used as a bathroom because it smells like pee throughout the entire cave. So if you're sensitive to pee smells, then you might not enjoy the free cave much. And if you do go to the free cave, please don't pee in it. Hopefully one day, if people stop, then the smell will go away. We took our dog there, and we didn't even let him pee in the caves. Smiley, don't make a pee-pee in there. So just please don't pee in this cave. The cave is not a toilet. No.
If you can't hold it for 30 minutes, go back.
No touching. No rock collecting. No urinating. Cool. Got it, Isaac?
No one's ever written their name on the wall, ever.
Another exciting thing about the paid cave is that there are a lot of signs. I think she said there were 40 in total that give you a lot of information about Maui and the cave and some of the history and some of the cultural and spiritual stories that they have surrounding the caves. If you live on the island or if you use apps like the Shaka Guide to go on driving tours, then you might already know a lot of these stories, but they were still really interesting and I enjoyed reading them. If you don't really have time to read a lot of stories, then this won't be that interesting to you, although you can always take photos and read them later on. That's what I like to do if I'm in a hurry. But also for, $15, you do expect a little more, and, having a clean cave that doesn't smell like pee with information is definitely worth it to me. Plus, if you live on the island and have a card that proves so, like an ID or a driver's license, then it's only $13 to enter the cave. And in my opinion, it's money well spent. It goes to the local people who are managing it, and it's a really fun way to give back to the island. They also take donations if you want to tip them as well. That being said, the free cave is really cool, and it does loop around, and it does feel like you're, exploring more because it's free and it's not managed and there's no handlebars or signs. It's a little more exciting to explore this free pea-smelling cave, but it is a little more dangerous. There aren't steps going down. Last time I went in, because this wasn't my first time, I stubbed my toe, and this time Isaac hit his head. So of course, there's always dangers when you're exploring a free cave. But as you can see from this video, it really isn't that bad. Both caves require flashlights to explore, and of course with the paid one, they do lend you a flashlight, and it's really powerful, and you can actually use it to stay safe. In the free cave, you would have to bring your own flashlight. And I don't know about you, but my experience with flashlights is not good. If you don't spend a lot of money on a reliable flashlight with good reviews, it will die while you're mid-cave exploring. And your phone flashlight just isn't good enough for a cave like this. That's what we used, and it wasn't enough light. We would have loved a little more. Maybe like a headlamp would have been a much better solution. As far as we know, there were no bats or any other animals in either cave. The paid cave said that there are occasionally cave crickets. Neither of them seemed like a flooding risk, although again, you never know. Stay safe. There is a river by the free one, and I don't know if it ever does flow into the cave, but there were no deep water areas or anything except for like mild puddles. And also, of course, there's a lot more parking by the paid caves. And by the free ones, you do have to park alongside the road, and it isn't as safe to park there. That being said, it only takes like 5 minutes to go through the whole cave, and we've never had issues with break-ins, but some people who do the road to Hana have reported break-ins or damaged their cars just because people are driving really quickly there and they may hit your car or they may want to rob your car. So please don't leave anything valuable in your car if you do explore the free one. The one other reason you may want to visit the free cave instead of the paid cave is that the free cave is a lot more towards the beginning of the road to Hana, so you might still have more energy. A lot of people cram the road to Hana into one day, and some people say one day is enough, but I live on this island. We've done the road to Hana like 4 or 5 times. We want to keep doing it. There's always more to explore. But that being said, even if you've been there several times, you tend to get tired towards the end. So if you want to just do the free one and then see if you have energy for the paid one, that does work. But personally, if you have the energy, I'd recommend to do both because they're just fun. And finally, if you've been to any neighboring islands, the Big Island has a lot of free lava tubes that are very similar to this. And if you explored those, you may not be as impressed by this one, but I don't know, I can never get bored of exploring lava tubes. I would probably even do this one again with guests if anyone ever wants to visit and do this tour. So I don't know, that really depends on your preferences. But both caves are really fun. I recommend that you visit them both if you can, and please be safe and enjoy your trip to Hawaii. Mahalo and aloha. I am Olena. This is Isaac.
And we are the TravelBugBite.
We met in Prague, Czech Republic.
Lived in Shanghai, China.
New York and Rhode Island, USA.
And now we live in Hawaii.
We've traveled from Tibet to Puerto Rico.
Harbin to PP.
And drove cross country with Smiley in our Tesla Model 3.
Subscribe to follow our adventures. If you liked our video, don't forget to click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check out our videos from all around the world and let us know what you'd like to see next.
Thanks for watching!